going on, director? Clip.
My peoples.
All right.
Good morning. Another edition of the Man Cave Morning Show. Happy Monday, everybody. Let's clap it up for Monday. We are here. We are live. Y'all looking good. Y'all looking sharp.
Well,
check you out.
All right.
Check you out. All right. I'm feeling good today.
Dig it.
Start the week off right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm feeling good today. First of all, how was your weekend? I seen you was busy this weekend.
I was really busy. I started to go down Philly, but we'll talk about that in a second as soon as you introduce us.
I'm saying, I'm just amped up right now. I'm sorry.
Who are you?
Okay. I am no. Okay. To my far right, that's my dude. The dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood.
All right.
We call him Deacon Woo.
Let's get it.
And sitting next to me, dressed in half black and camouflage.
Yes.
Is the amazing, the wonderful, the beautiful.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
Jackie D.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. And you would be...
I'm the man that scrapes the gum from underneath the seat.
Chief bottle washer.
Cleans the toilet bowls.
Yes.
Vacuums the floor.
Yes.
I am humbly Storm Norm, the general.
All
bang,
right.
bang.
Yes, you are. Humbly Storm Norm. Yes.
Dig it.
So you already know, people. We're going to talk about some things. And let me give some shout out to everybody listening to us on YouTube right now. Shout out to the lady that called in even before the show started.
Yes,
What she found out what the topic
We
was.
didn't even mention the topic yet, but shout out to you.
Yes.
Respect.
Shout out to everybody on Twitter, Periscope, Ustream, WBcast1.com, TuneIn app. Let me give some love real quick. Shout out to Charles Rain
Right.
on the check-in.
Right.
Shout out to E. Hero Williams on the check-in. Shout out to my man A.B. Butler on the check-in. Shout out to Dawood Jeffries, Deborah Holland. Shout out to Toya on the check-in. Kisa. Just everybody trickling in and everything.
Right.
And it's going to be interesting, man, because you know these topics came from a woman.
Oh.
I mean, one of them at least.
Okay.
Make that plain.
Okay.
One of them at
Make
least.
that plain.
Okay.
I'm saying I
A
ain't got
woman sent it in.
I ain't
Son.
got to clean it up. This is our
Make
show.
that plain. No, I'm just saying.
I ain't
Yell
got to
at
clean
the
it up.
woman. Don't yell at me. I'm just responding
No
to
doubt.
what was sent in.
Shout out to Nikki Raspberry on the check-in. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning.
Yes. And Deborah says, good morning, beautiful kings and queens.
Good
Respect.
morning,
Good
Deborah.
morning. Good
No
morning.
doubt. So,
Okay,
what's
but
one of the
first-
things? Yes.
First, you want to talk about when he started off, we were talking about Philly. So this weekend,
Okay.
I had the bright idea. Listen, guys, anybody who know me knows that I'm a gadget guru. If it's a gadget, I want it. So I had the bright idea to go down to Atlantic City because anyone who knows me knows that I've been wanting a hoverboard. Listen, I don't know how to ride it. I'm really afraid.
You're too damn old for a hoverboard.
Whatever, but I want one. Okay, whatever. These might be facts,
You'll break
but I
your
want
heels.
one. Might break a hip, right?
Geriatric hoverboards. And
So
shit.
anyway, I go all the way down to Atlantic City because I really, really wanted one, and I knew I could get it right away. Long story short, I'm driving. As I'm driving, I turn on the radio because when I'm driving, I really don't listen to the radio, but I turn on the radio, and as I turn on the radio, I'm actually listening to one of the Philly stations.
Okay.
So they had like what we have up here, Circle of Sisters.
Right,
they
right,
had I want to say like this big thing at the Philly, I think it was the Philly Convention Center or something.
Okay.
They had for anyone who want to break into the radio business. If I had known about it, we would have been in there with our mics and everything.
To do some interviews.
Of course.
Because Kathy Hughes was in the building.
okay.
And that's my mentor.
Could I got a drop from Kathy?
Yes.
Anybody
She's a legend.
Yeah, no
that
doubt.
ever,
Respect.
you know what I'm saying, heard me say who one of my mentors is,
Yep.
is Kathy Hughes.
Yeah, let me tell you, she was live in the building.
Absolutely.
I was kicking myself because I didn't know about it. Because let me tell you guys, free information.
No doubt.
If it's free, it's for me. And free. Listen, free information. And this guy pick all days of all days not to have his phone on. He was probably celebrating.
Hold up.
What was it that just passed?
I don't know.
What
What
just
passed?
passed? What just
Hold
passed?
up.
The 17th,
All
right?
right.
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, he was
probably
tying one on
somewhere
in a bar
getting
somewhere?
Lit.
All right.
Okay.
Drinking green
I'm
beer?
I'm gonna
just
tell y'all
saying.
right now, and
Green beer, yes.
and my wife will get my back on this. My wife will get my back on this. So let me tell you my problem right now. So you see, I'm holding up my phone, right?
It's time for a new one.
This phone has been dropped.
Kicked.
My wife threw it at a few walls at a
Right.
few times. I dropped it. I'm saying
probably about
so,
4 years
Time
old.
for a new
So
phone.
listen. I have to restart my phone sometimes. This is no joke. About 5-6 times.
It's time for a new one.
For it to receive
Time
text.
for a new phone.
For it to, for me to actually get a call.
Listen. And he's probably grandfathered into his plan. He probably had the plan since the plan first started.
True.
So they will be more than happy
Very
to
true.
give him a new phone.
Very true.
He probably wouldn't even have to pay for it
Very true.
like the masses.
Don't
Very
take
true.
it personal
I'm
if
just
I
saying.
don't return text right on time.
I said, this guy, what's going on?
Messenger, I barely get Messenger.
I was like, oh my God.
So
Yeah, you
when I'm
gotta
saying
know.
don't take it personal, it's nothing personal.
So no, I
have a
honestly
crappy
didn't
phone.
I didn't take it personal. I figured that something was going on with his phone because it immediately kept going to voicemail. I'm like, this guy is not answering. I want to know what he want me to do. Do you want me to go there and get some information? My whole mindset.
Can we stop talking about my phone?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So my whole mindset
Get another
was to
phone.
go there, right? So that I could get mad business cards and interviews. For what? I'm always in show mode. That's what I'm thinking. But he didn't answer his phone. So my husband says, do you want to take the chance and go? I was like, no, because I haven't talked to Norm. I need
Right.
to talk to Norm first. I want him to tell me, what should I do? Should I go? Should I get some information? Should I get some feedback? Should I get some pamphlets? I didn't know what to do. So I continued on to AC. And then I was disappointed because she wanted to overcharge me for the hoverboard.
Do I have
So
a
it was a
bomb
wasted
sound
trip.
effect? Do I have a...
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
All right.
It was a wasted
Good
trip.
Lord.
Let's clap it up.
Yes.
Now the whole
What
world knows
she said.
knows I need a new phone.
What she said.
We're going to clap it up for that.
Jesus.
All right, so now let's get on with this topic right
Yes.
now. So now the topic
Yeah, the topic. What is
today, and let me give some more love real quick. Shout out to again Gloria Esau, Susan Moore. I see y'all smart ass comments in there. Good morning, Summers Michael.
Good morning.
Mike?
Yes. Lisa tweet on the check-in. So now, here's the deal. Here's one of the topics right here.
Wait,
all right.
Gloria said, where am I going on a hoverboard? Girl, I'm very adventurous, okay? I have my motorcycle license, too. I'm waiting for the 5-0 to get one of those, because as soon as I turn that big 5-0, I'm getting me a motorcycle.
All right.
You know what? I am too. You gotta teach me how to ride. I'm gonna get a bike by the time I turn 50. Tell Smooth P I need some lessons.
Okay, just update y'all about Obamacare. All right, look. So check this out. So this is what we're talking about today. And
Like you
this
ain't got
topic,
your AARP card yet.
Yes.
this topic came from one of our listeners. Of course, they want to remain anonymous.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because probably them and their mate and their stepchildren listens to the show.
Or probably have been through it.
Yes. So now, can a child manipulate your relationship with your mate?
What?
Can a child manipulate your relationship with your mate?
What? Yes, absolutely. especially girls.
Okay. All right.
Especially girls.
So
I
okay.
think girls can be more manipulative than boys, especially when it comes to daddies. Because girls are daddy's girls, right? So if you're in a relationship, and let's just face it, if you're over 40 and you're on the second part of your life and you meet someone who already has children and you have children, but just say that your children may be a little older and their children may be younger, or vice versa.
Yep.
It can be an issue. It can be, because everybody's vying for that attention. And not only that, get this, if they're girls and they're anywhere between the ages of 6 and let's just say 18.
6 and whatever. My daughter always going to be my daughter.
Those are some hard years to deal with, especially if the mom's not in the picture, or even if the dad is not in the picture on either side. So it can definitely be something, and it can ruin it too. It can ruin a marriage.
Agreed.
Stepkids can ruin a marriage.
So Woo.
Okay. Taking it from first of all, to answer your question directly, absolutely, children can ruin a relationship. But to take it from the other side, I was so accustomed to being around my kids every day. All I did was go home, go to work, and go home. So when the marriage broke up, etc., I had a lot of guilty feelings about it. So my son, not so much, but my daughter, oh my God, Dad. Listen, I was jumping in the whip like Batman jumping in the Batmobile. What you need, honey? From the guilt that I felt for no longer living with her, because in my mind I felt like if I wasn't living with her, I was no longer there. I know that's crazy.
No, it's not.
But I had like this separation anxiety that was bananas.
Okay, so you had the anxiety as well.
But it took the woman that I was involved with at the time to say, wait a minute. But look, because I was like, are you talking about my daughter?
So you got defensive.
Did I get defensive?
Yeah.
You talking about my daughter? You talking about my son? I'm a good dad. I went through this whole arc because I wasn't able to see. Right. Though I have wonderful children. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But my children were taking advantage of me and manipulating me.
Of course.
With this knee jerk. So it took a long time for me to reestablish boundaries with my children. My children used to think whenever they called me, and that was my fault.
You need to be Johnny on the spot.
I was Johnny on the spot.
Okay.
Look, into the radio station and my wonderful new family and extra job hours, because listen, I live by myself. And if I don't pay bills, they don't get paid. Yeah. So I always had a grind and a hustle. But now that I'm by myself, my hustle is extra. Okay. So now when they call, and if I don't, it took a while for them to understand. First of all, leave a voicemail.
Yeah.
Second of all, let me know, hey, Dad, I need $200. From who? From what? I'm going to give it to you, but you have to give me a chance to get it together. I know I'm being long-winded, right? No, but I had to establish boundaries with my children.
Okay.
And my ex-wife.
So if you don't establish those boundaries, that can cause a problem.
Of course. Okay. And my ex-wife, because she used to manipulate me as well with guilt and shame. Okay. Wow. It's before I was Buddhist. So yes, my children.
Before I go on.
Go ahead.
I'm going to let Norm take it.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Because I got lots to say about this.
Me too. I have a lot to say about it too.
Especially in a case of stepchildren.
Yeah.
Stepchildren got game. They got game.
As they should.
And it's funny because a lot of time stepchildren, if you don't kind of cater to them or give them what they want, you know what I'm saying?
When they want it.
Either this game or this, that, or whatever.
Yes.
Or you don't let them get away with something. They'll kind of put in the other, you know what I'm saying, your mate's ear like.
It's their fault.
It is, I don't really like him.
Yeah.
Or I don't like her, because it's such and such. And mainly because they're not getting their way.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So enough times of the mate hearing that, it's going to start to seep in.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, my child just doesn't like the person I'm with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me talk to my man, or let me talk to my woman or whatever. Like, why my child? What are you doing to my child?
Yeah.
where, you know what I'm saying, they don't like you. What are you doing to my child? Now, of course, you need, when it comes to your children, you need to investigate everything. But at the same time, a lot of times it could be manipulation.
Yeah, facts.
Them trying to get over on
Trust
something.
me. So we're very candid.
Can you relate?
Here. Oh my God!
Oh my
Listen,
God! What?
We're very candid here, and I'm gonna say this. I've been in that position a few times because, you know, I don't believe in like just randomly dating. If I'm with someone, I see the potential in him. Get it? The word potential. I see the potential. I see the potential in that person. So I'm looking at them as a lifetime like partner. And when ladies, listen to me. I was one of those ones. I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest. I would date men that didn't have kids. I had children. I know that's selfish.
No, I understand
but I'm
why.
tell you why.
I understand why.
I'm going to tell you why.
I really do.
It cuts down on the baby mama drama. In my life, for me, I would not date a guy that had children. And it wasn't that I was insecure, thinking about myself. It's just that I just didn't want the drama. Because, real talk, my children,
go ahead.
They have hearts like me. So they're not gonna give you that "you ain't my daddy" attitude. You understand? Because listen, I beat the brakes off of mine when they was little.
Right.
You get out of line, I'm taxing that ass.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For real. So that was how it went down. So when I got with someone with children, I'm gonna say this too. I tried to date men only with sons.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a female.
How'd you manage that? Like, oh, you got a daughter, get out of here.
Oh, no. First thing, you got kids? Oh, okay. Cute.
Okay.
But this is the thing. I'm going to tell you guys why. For me, it always seems to be a competition with a female.
Yeah,
I don't care how little she is.
Of course,
you understand? It's always a competition. And I'm just not for it, all right? Listen. I told you guys once before, I have an identical twin, so I am not worried about competition. It's somebody walking around with my face and my body, so I'm not worried about that. It's just that I just didn't need the added stress. So I dated this guy. We ended up getting married. It was my second husband. I did everything for his daughter like I would do for my daughter.
Go ahead.
Her mother would put stuff in her head about me. You don't know me. We never even had a conversation. How are you telling her bad things about me? And mind you guys, they were divorced 10 years before I even got with this guy.
Right.
I didn't know neither one of them like that. So the daughter one day, she said, we got into a little disagreement because I'm not for that smart mouth stuff.
Go ahead.
You got me mixed up. I will pop you. Okay? I don't do the smart mouth kids. So she got smart with me. And she was a teenager, so they feeling themselves. They feel like they could get with you. It would have been a sad day for her.
Right.
Trust me. So she got smart, and I said to her, listen, watch your tone. You barking up the wrong tree, sweetie. I don't like you anyway. I said, that's cool. You don't have to like me, but you're going to respect me. So since you don't like me,
respect.
Since you don't like me, because everybody knows I do hair, I have my salon, I would be like, don't ask me to do your hair. Don't ask me to pick you up. Because if you don't like me, then why ask me to do all these things for you? Don't ask me to take you shopping. Don't ask me to do this stuff.
So now, when that happened, when that went down, did it put pressure on the guy you was with, on the person you was with?
Well, I'm going to be 150. My ex-husband didn't play that with the kids. Because we had already had that discussion about how kids can be manipulative and everything. And there was only one, his son was grown, so my son was the only boy in the house. So my son was surrounded by all this, this what is that, estrogen from women. So my son, he was the only boy in the house. But the girls, and I can honestly say that my ex-husband loved the girls. He really didn't frequent my son that much. My son was mainly under me.
Right.
But for her, he nipped that in the bud immediately.
Now, see, every woman with kids, though, every woman with a child,
wants
their child to like the man they hook up with.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So it's like
it makes it easier.
It makes it a lot easier. And you know them situations.
Listen.
It's just the same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? With my son, I wanted the woman I was dating or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying, to take to my son or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was one time early on in my situation where I saw there was problems because she had kids,
Yeah.
and I had my son and everything like that. And when the kids didn't get along, with each other, for some reason there'll be a little tension with me and her.
Of course. Of course.
Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
No. Listen. Since we are the Man Cave Morning Show, got to give some male perspective.
Yeah.
We're only talking about good men. I gotta preface my statement. This can always cause problems because naturally, anyone that I date, I'm going to assume that they have children. Okay, and I'm going to have children. Now, whomever I'm serious about, right? I'm always going to consider their children as my children. Wait a minute, but it's difficult because I'm the new guy. I was a new guy in a relationship.
Yes.
Right.
So even though I have things that I'm seeing about the child and observations that I have, because my son's 25, my daughter's 16,
Right.
I can't always necessarily bring it to the new woman at first. So I'm in a position where I'm just kind of listening
Okay.
and watching,
Okay.
even though I'm going crazy because I'm a parent.
Yes.
All children have game. My children have game. Your children have game. Children are opportunists. So they're looking for the opportunity to get what they want.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's just kids.
Yeah.
But for the man that's sensitive, it's difficult to play our position.
Does it ever stop though?
What do you mean? Does
The
whatever stop?
manipulation.
I think
Does it stop?
no. I think it. Wow. Did it
never
stop, General?
It never.
I guess it stopped when I got out of the damn relationship. I think it has the potential to stop. Go ahead,
Okay.
Jim.
So
Here's the thing.
Jesus.
Children. Okay. So for a minute, I've been single. It's just been me, my son, blah blah blah. I'm using hypothetical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Here comes this woman. I fall in love with this woman. We feeling each other. She starts to live with me or whatever like that. The problem comes. There's a tug of war,
Of course.
for attention.
yes.
There's a tug of war for attention.
Go ahead.
The child wants that attention. Wait a minute. She's pulling attention away from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then even sometimes the mate
Yeah.
is like, well, this my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
So the
okay,
spouse can get jealous as well, just like the children
you need
can.
to know your place.
Absolutely.
You know, so you start to deal with things like that.
Okay.
You know, and it's funny, and it's like when you get caught in the middle of that situation, it's hard, right? You always gonna ride with your child, but at the same
Yes.
time, every grown up wants their life too.
I gotta tell you something.
And go ahead.
So this is a fact.
Go ahead.
And,
I
and
used
then we're
to
gonna
tell.
read some comments.
Okay.
We got a lot of
yes,
comments.
And then I wanna say what I wanna say,
I
too.
used to tell my children,
Deep.
you will get grown, leave home, get married, have some kids, and or whatever.
Right.
And what am I supposed to do? You understand? So understand what I'm saying. Hear me. What will I do when you live your life?
Go
So
ahead.
I have to have a life as well. So if I find a potential mate and my children are on their way to being pushed out the nest, so to speak, and your children or child is behind them significantly by a few years, right?
Right.
5, 6 years, whatever, from my youngest. This child has to be around you because they're still not at that point where you can shove them off and be like, goodbye, go live your life. So me being me, what do I do where there is, it seems to be a tug of war? Or guess what? I'm not considered when you two have a conversation about anything. I know about it after. You understand? After, just say, hey, Dad, I want to live with you. I want to live with you, Dad.
Yeah, let me.
I'm not consulted. I'm not consulted in that. I'm after everything has been said and done. Then where does that put me? Does it, if I say something, do I look like I'm angry? Do I look like I'm bitter? Do I look like I'm jealous? What do I say to
But
that?
you know
Help
what?
me, guys.
You brought up a very good point. And I want to tackle that too.
Please do.
I want to tackle
after we read some
Me too. I want to tackle it too.
Let's
I need help,
read
guys.
some
This is a
comments.
lot. This
Let's
is a
read
lot
some
today.
comments. So let's go back. Welcome.
Yes.
Shout out to Danielle Spencer on the check-in.
Dr. D.
Glow.
Good morning.
Esau Junie G. We
Hello.
love you. Shout out to Junie G. Danielle.
What did Deborah say?
Oh, Deborah.
Ooh.
Let's go right to
My
Deborah.
man Juan Carlos Sharp. I see you. Go ahead.
Deborah said, all due respect, Queen. However, my grandson that we raised kept chaos between my king and I, because as women, we are nurturing people and we wear our hearts on our sleeves.
Yes.
My husband could see through his manipulation and I couldn't. Listen, I understand. That's the thing.
And y'all
You may see it.
Sometimes the
You
other mate
may see it,
not
and
going
the
to see
spouse
it because of
may
the
be
love.
oblivious. I totally get it. Understood. Okay.
Welcome. Good morning, Portia Renee. Good morning, Camilla. Angie
Nikki
Fraser.
said, "Been there."
Yeah, she said right, exactly. Okay, shout out to Will. Thea, what's up, my dude? Danielle Spencer. Let's go to Danielle.
She said, "Yes, I've been the manipulator. Thank you for your honesty."
Thank you for your honesty.
Fortunately,
That's where I
my
wanted to
mom
go.
was able to keep her relationship separate from my bro and I after a while. My exes didn't have a problem keeping everyone in their places, full understanding that they aren't involved in daddy's decisions, relationships. Plus, they were all grown kids. I understand that, but that's my point. So, like I said, we're all transparent on here, right? So we try to give you a little insert of what we have going on in our lives, what we've been through. So for me, it's been a struggle, and I'm gonna tell you why. I've been married just recently, and my husband does have a daughter, and I'm just, a lot of the stuff that I see he couldn't see, and me bringing it to his attention, then it starts to look like I'm nitpicking. You understand? But I'm not nitpicking. I'm just saying, hey, listen. So every time we go out to eat, I don't know if she has like a tracking device on his phone or whatever. Every time we go out to eat, his phone start blowing up. We can't. I wanted to schedule something this weekend, like a trip. I was going to surprise him because his birthday is coming up.
Okay.
In like 10 days. So I like to do stuff before the birthday.
Right.
I was going to surprise him. That was the whole point. Next city, i.e., like Philly. I was going to get a room. We were going to stay. We couldn't. Know why? Because we had to come back because he had to pick her up from work.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Uber. What's
that's
up with
why
Uber?
that's why they make buses. When I was 20,
No Uber.
I had a baby at 18. I was busing it and walking it.
Hold up, Jay.
Okay.
No Uber.
I'm just saying.
They can be manipulative.
Oh, okay. What
yes.
did Gloria say?
Go ahead, read Glow.
She said, one of my peeps is about 36 and has a 10-year-old son, but literally it's hard for her to date anyone or for a man to be in her life because she has misplaced emotions and lets her son run her life. It's crazy. We tried to tell her, but she still hasn't realized that her son is the reason she is single. Every relationship, ends quickly like a ship waiting to sink. The child is definitely a big factor, and that's terrible. That is terrible. So what is she going to wait till he's 18 or 20 before she gets in a relationship? And she's 36 now? Oh, no.
First, I've been on both sides of this issue.
Yeah.
As a man with grown children, I've been on both sides. I've been on the side where my daughter was able to see something in a woman that I was seeing that I was not able to see. And instead of confronting me with it, she pulled me back. The chick was actually a little crazy, a little off.
Okay.
But my daughter didn't approach me with it because she saw that I wasn't going to be receptive to that.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Number two, I dated somebody that had children that was I sensed a little jealousy
Okay.
from her towards my own children.
Okay.
Even though I treated her children just like they were my own. So the key to all of this is communication, right? Understanding that you are the adult and understanding what the intention of the person that you're dealing with, the child or the particular spouse. This is a very, very dicey subject. And it's not simple. But first, you need to always check your intention and make sure that you're pure, meaning that you have a loving heart and you don't want to manipulate people. People that are closest to you manipulate you. Your spouse can, your children can.
Yeah.
We need to remember that we are adults, because guess what? I could be in a relationship with an immature person, right? And they could say, point things out to me, but their intention is to be manipulative.
Okay, got it.
So the key to whatever way it goes, can children manipulate? Is to make sure that you're centered. And you're mature, and you have addressed your issues, because you got issues too. I got issues too.
Okay.
So
point.
So if you have fear of abandonment, you know what I mean? If you're manipulative yourself, all of these things can come together and blow up. So you have to be selfish to address your issues first. Then you can start to address the issue for the people that claim they love you but are manipulating you.
Case in point. So he came to me last year and he says to me last summer, he says, so we talked, not me, not he and I, or even the child. He and his ex had a discussion about his daughter coming to stay with us so she can go to college, so she can go to school. I said, who's we? We didn't discuss anything. The decision was already made.
Facts. That's a problem.
The decision was already made before I even had a say. So now if I say something or I express my concerns about that, I look like the evil stepmother, or I look like the wife that want to cause a problem, don't want you to be with your child, XYZ. And that is not the case. The case is we have to have boundaries here, and the boundaries are being overstepped because no one's thinking about me. I remember a time we were in a car. We had first started dating. We were driving, and his daughter was getting out of school, and she was blowing up the phone. And he was like, I'm with Jackie. They call me Sunshine, by the way. He was like, I'm with Sunshine. And he was like, so I'm not able to pick you. She was like, and then she said, so what does that have to do with me? So you're not coming to get me? I just looked at him.
General, break that down, General. Break that down, sir.
Yeah. I've seen a lot. Have I been in that situation yet? If you're dealing with somebody and then the child wants to come live with you. Now, so
please break that down.
You're in a household and you and your mate, y'all sharing the bills and everything like that. Now, should he had the conversation with you? Jackie, my daughter wants to come live with me.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
All right. So now, I'm going to say it like this. And I know you're going to be like,
I'm waiting.
When it's your child, you know what I'm saying? And the child is saying they want to come live with you or whatever like that. And then, you investigating the reasons why they want to come stay with me. And it's legitimate or whatever.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to talk to you about it.
Of course.
But if we have space, and that's my child, I think I'm gonna be like, well, we're gonna talk about it. And even if you said no, my thing is gonna be like, well, why not? You know what I'm saying? This is my child, and it's just till they get on their feet and such and whatever. So
well, clearly it happened.
Right.
Go ahead.
Regardless of my reservations or whatever, but it happened. But go ahead.
No, but I'm saying, so now, you know what I'm saying, without, and then if you say no, and then I allow my child to come anyway, there's going to be some type of resentment between me and you now.
Let me.
Because you said no. And I'm like, this is my child. And this is always going to be the struggle when it comes to you dealing with people with children. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because your children are always going to come first.
Well, we had the room, so that wasn't the issue. The issue was it's a lot of stuff that was going into that. Okay, they're very close, and that's wonderful because daddy's girls. So that's very close. They're very, very, very close, like peas in a pod. They freaking look like twins. My daughter always say she looks just like him, just with a wig on. They're like the spitting image of each other. It's just that the manipulation that I see and that he doesn't see.
Let me
it's disturbing to me.
Let me have a piece of this. First of all, I hear what you're saying, and I hear what General's saying. Number one, I'm under the auspice for Dawood, right? That if you have children, if me and you are together and you have children, it's never going to be a question of whether can they come and stay. I'm going to assume that the answer from my position is always yes.
Yeah.
Do we have to communicate about that? Am I going to be honest about that? Yes. But if I'm with a spouse where I have to question whether or not their child can come, then that's a larger issue.
Yeah.
And something else is going on other than manipulation.
Okay.
Now this gets all put together. Now, you could have that issue.
Okay.
And you could also be dealing with the issue of manipulation. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I've learned in my 46 years in making every mistake known to man. Watch this. I have given time to other people's children and not my own. That's what I did.
Okay.
Now, I would never do that again.
Yeah.
But I did that. Trying to do what? Keep the peace.
Yeah.
And then what did I feel? Resentment, and it caused a relate. And then what did my? Let me just finish, guys.
I've done that too.
I'm just keeping it 100 now. The lessons that I had to learn, that I had to go back and to apologize to my children. Right now, one more thing, Jackie. Now I got PTSD. Now here you come.
Yeah.
And I'm still living in my past and my guilt about what I did before. So now I'm hypersensitive. What would you say about my daughter, Jackie? Would you say about my son, Jackie? Now that's wrong as well. Here is the thing, and then here's the thing. My kids are going to be my kids, and your kids are going to be your kids. If we're together, I want them to be our kids. And guess what? A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people say, well, my kids, but forget yours.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100 now. And this is where the friction starts to come in.
Yep.
Now, if you're talking about the fact that a person is not communicating with you as your spouse, that's wrong. I'm supposed to communicate with you. But like Norm said, how you going to tell me I can't bring my child into my house? Wait, and how am I going to tell you you can't bring your child into they're our kids?
I'm going to tell you why you can say that.
Last thing, the issue is, Jackie, they really not our kids. It's really my kids, and the hell with your children.
Go ahead.
That's what's going on.
Let me ask you this point, Jackie.
Yes.
So when this was going on, were any of your kids living with you?
So this is what I was going to say. I was going to say that. I was going to say, so my son was living with me and has always basically lived with me.
Come on.
Okay? That wasn't the issue. The issue wasn't about because my son lives here already. My son was living there. Period. That's not the issue.
Okay.
The fact is, I didn't want to deal with the baby mama drama.
Okay.
That's what the issue is. I didn't want to deal with the ex-wife drama because no other bitch is going to run my household.
Okay.
That's what I didn't want to do.
I ain't got a bomb to drop.
So I said the B word. Yes.
I ain't got a bomb to drop. But look. This is where I'm going with that. So really, I get you on that.
Yes.
But you are the adult.
Yes.
Your husband is the adult.
Yes.
You already had a child living with you.
Yes.
So
a young adult. Yes.
So by rights, you know, y'all married now.
Yeah.
So you already know what you was dealing with when you got married, right? Correct? You knew that he had children. You knew that,
yeah, for sure.
You know, there possibly may be some baby mama drama or whatever like that. That comes with the territory.
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those, but okay.
Right. So the thing is, you set the rules in your household.
Okay.
He sets the rules in the household. He has to check his daughter if she disrespects you.
Yeah.
If your son, just saying if your son did, not saying but if your son disrespects him, you have to check.
Oh, for sure.
Your son or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right in his throat.
Yeah. And so the thing is, as adults, you have to be able to see and kind of recognize when you're being manipulated.
Yes.
When you're being played, because children can play you.
True.
I've seen it. I've witnessed it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Children can play you. So, you know, like I got played one time where one of mine living in the household, and then two of hers living in the household, whatever. And then the one kid really, really needed a coat.
Okay.
So I'm like, damn, okay. You know, this one kid really needed a coat. The other one's good.
Right.
So I buy the one kid a coat. And then mine looking at me like, where's my coat?
Yeah.
You got 3 dope coats.
Yeah.
You got 3 nice coats. Like, and her other had a nice coat.
Yes.
The girl didn't have a nice coat. So it's like, then you start hearing you don't love me, blah, blah, blah. And then one goes back, you know, mine goes back or whatever to the mom and blah, 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 blah. And he bought her a coat and didn't get me a coat, whatever.
Fortunately for me, my children have always been like step children to somebody. You understand? Because I've ended up dating guys with children. So they have already, and we're going to read some of the comments too. But they have always been some type of step brother and sister to someone. And I never separated. I never separated. If I did my daughter's hair, your hair was going to be done. If I bought my daughter something, I was going to buy for you as well. Not with his money, with my money. So there was never any differences. It's okay. Since we going there, let's talk about this. We changed our locks on our doors. So my son decided to move out. I was like, yes, thank you, God. He finally decided to move out. That lasted a month. Okay. He ended up having to come back.
It happens.
That's fine. He ended up having to come back. But we changed the lock. So my thing with changing the lock was, you don't live here, you don't need a key. His daughter was constantly, she's always misplacing her key, losing her key. Teach her a lesson, the locks has changed, she don't get a key now. She's barely there half the time. She's always like, if she's not in school or she's not at her part-time job, you know, she always had places to go. She's young, she's in the streets, right? So got a phone call, a text message saying why she don't have a key. Bitch, why are you in my house minding my business? You understand what I'm saying? A day later, he gets a key. So you're trying to please who?
Let me.
Who you trying to please?
Jackie D mad, y'all.
Before we wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Before
upset. We go to comments, first of all, I hear everything you're saying.
Okay.
And I love you and I support you.
Yeah. I
hear everything you're saying. And ladies, with your comments, I hear them. But let's address the elephant in the room here.
What is it?
I'm gonna get into it. Like, of course, these are difficult issues. Women, you constantly complain that we men don't take care of our children, don't take our responsibilities, always run away, and you got to do everything. So now I'm talking from the perspective of a man that loves his kids and don't live with his kids and still do for his kids. And I'm talking from the perspective of a man that has taken care of other people's kids, other people. I'm step granddad, step grandpa. I done loved a lot of children out here in this world. I still do. And I'm not mad at that. But check this out, ladies. If you got a good man and you feeling some type of way, I'm feeling some type of way too. I'm talking for men now. If you got a good man and the man got a job and he love you and he love your kids, you need to stick in there with him. Let me say this again. They're going to manipulate you. No. There's going to be, the female versus my new wife and the old kids and the step kids and this and that. But I don't need you to complain so much that you don't see how we're torn. We got ex-wives. Guess what? We got ex-wives, ex-kids, and baggage. Now, what I'm not going to do is walk on eggshells when it comes to mine. Am I getting PTSD? Fine. No problem. Like Jackie telling stories, I'm telling stories. First of all, we are all adults. If we're in a relationship, right, and you're so selfish that you're jealous of one of my children or I'm jealous of your child, then we don't need to be in a relationship. We are the adults. The children didn't ask to come here. So my mindset should be that of a loving adult, and your mindset should be that of a loving adult. Now, if you're coming at me with some insecurity, I'm going to check you. And I'm going to also check my kids. This is a difficult situation. But for good men, we good men are torn in half. Yes, I know this is what women's going through, but this is the Man Cave Morning Show. I'm telling you that good men get so frustrated that we might bounce.
Okay.
Wait, because the woman is over here and the kids is over here and the job is over here. You're just nagging. You know what we do? Bounce. Wait a minute. Wait. And then go take care of somebody else's kids. Now you're telling me you're bitter. Speak on that.
Hold on.
Speak on that.
Let me talk now.
Go ahead.
And I gotta kind of get on my friend.
Okay, me? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Or I think about me.
Because listen, I know you for a while, right?
Yes.
So I could tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
I can tell you when you're wrong.
Please.
All right. Here's where you're wrong.
Okay.
And I love you.
Okay.
First of all, let me say that. Okay. You're wrong because even though, even though you may have problems or beef with the child's mom.
Okay.
Right? With the child's mom.
Okay.
Listen.
I'm listening.
You still around the child or whatever,
Yeah.
still have to show a respect level for the mom.
Okay.
So even though, you know what I'm saying, like you said, I'll be damned if I let another B run this house or whatever, and this B or whatever like this. So now,
Yeah.
just hypothetically or whatever, because you know our shows is archived forever. They never leave. They never
ever.
They never leave the internet.
I stand by it.
So listen. If how do you think it's going to affect your relationship even further? The whole key is to improve the relationship.
Yeah.
Because you're married. You're married now, right?
Yeah.
And this is his daughter.
Yeah.
So the thing is to find solutions to improve the relationship between you and his daughter. So listen and let me speak. So the thing is, the problem is you feel as though you're disrespected at times by his daughter.
Yeah.
Right? So this is why in the beginning, when he says, okay, my daughter is going to come live with us and blah, blah, blah.
Disrespect about all three of them, not just her.
But listen.
Yeah.
Let's deal with her first.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's the disclaimer from the beginning. Okay, your daughter's coming to live with us. All right. Let me say this from the door. If I have a problem with your daughter disrespecting me and constantly disrespecting me, all right, and we can't resolve the issue, then she needs to go back and live with the mother.
Respect.
So you put that disclaimer out there from the door.
Respect.
Okay.
All right, from the door.
Respect.
So if it continues, then he has to respect what you said as well as the husband.
Yes.
Now, number two.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not going to help the situation with you and his daughter if your daughter feels as though you're disrespecting her mom.
Okay.
Either.
I've never said anything around her.
If she feels, Mom. If she feels.
Listen,
not
let me say this. I got to stop
she
you.
Hold up, and then I'm going to let you run. You're on the air now.
Yeah.
This thing could be shared out,
Share
whatever like that. We all know the views get bigger after the show because people share it out, boom, 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 and whatever. So if she gets a hold, she listens to this, right? And then she says, Mom, look what she said about you.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
You're not going to have a happy household.
Listen, let me say this.
That's all I'm saying.
I understand.
And I love you.
Yeah. But let me say this.
Go ahead, Jay.
Because every female feels the same way. They're not going to have no other bitch running their house.
Okay.
Those are facts. So those are not my facts alone. Those are every woman who have been, who have been in a relationship or a similar relationship. No other female is going to let some ex, baby mama, whoever it is, they don't even want their own mothers running their household. It's just not going to happen. Just like a man is not going to let some other dude come and tell him he can't chastise his kids, but his kids living there and he do more for his kids than he does. They ain't having that. It's just not going to happen. So what I'm saying is this. It's not so much about her, so to speak, because it's not about me. It's the manipulation that I see. It's never towards me.
Come on.
You understand? Because she has never done anything to me.
Okay.
It's the manipulation that she has been doing for a long time that he hasn't been able to
I got you.
see.
I got you. Now,
it's not about me.
Jay, watch this. Watch this. I love you.
Yeah.
I love my daughter. Look. Oh shit. I come home from work. You dig what I'm saying? And y'all at each other. Yeah. Now watch this.
That's never happened.
Okay. Wait. I may be a tad passive aggressive as a man.
Yeah.
I may not like conflict. Okay. Here's my conflict. Norm said something wrong to me. I said something wrong to Norm. Norm bust my jaw, bust his. Yeah. See, that's man politicking. You understand what I'm saying? But this, he said, she said, the whoop-de-wop, my daughter over here, my wife over here. Maybe I'm not capable of handling that. Now, should I be? Of course I should be. Have I developed this skill? Yes, through relationships messing up and me taking accountability for what I was not doing in a relationship as a man. But wait a minute. But a lot of times we as men don't know how to handle that. Because Jackie, you always going to be able to out-talk me. You always going to be able to make it look like what you're saying is 100% valid. And as a man, I may not have the words to do that. Now, my daughter is the same way.
Yeah.
Right? So here I come in, you know, working my 16-hour shift, and you have resentment because you've seen my daughter manipulate me in the past. So that's on the table, but we ain't talked about that. Cause I, you know, cause what do? I give you all the money, you pay all the bills. Now you got resentment towards me because of that as well. That's a second component. You feel me? And so now what's happening is all of these issues are piling up on one another, and they aren't straight. I'm not disavowing his responsibility, man. I'm not saying that. But there are other issues that are taking place in a relationship, and as men, we like this. Oh shit! I'm just telling you, we like oh shit.
I'm gonna tell you how I
what
see
am I supposed to do?
I'm gonna tell you how I see it. As because I've never experienced this with guys. I've only experienced this with females.
Right.
So I look at it like this: if you're a step parent and you're a female step parent, and there's daughters in between. Now, some people have great relationships with their stepdaughters, and that's fine. Right. And I'm not saying I have a bad relationship. What I'm saying is this: if you see that I'm new on the scene, and you know, maybe you're kind of hoping or wishing that your parents had stayed together.
Right.
You know, now it's like
you talking about the daughter.
Yeah, the daughter. Who's ever daughter?
Yeah, I got you.
Here it is.
No, I got you.
I'm over here. She's here.
Yes.
You're here.
Yes.
Now I need to get to, you know why? Because it's always been you and I.
Right.
Now this new entity is coming in here. You're spending more time with her. You're not being as reachable as you used to be.
Facts.
And now I feel some type of way. I don't
Jay,
understand it, but I understand
Jay.
it because I never went through that, you know. And maybe again because I was born with a twin, I've never been separate.
Right.
If you're the only female, understand? I kind of get it, but it comes a point in time where, as adults and us being parents, we have to let our children fly. We have to kind of say, you know what?
True.
I'm at a certain point in my age. You're at a certain point in your age. It's time you stand on your own 2 feet. I need to be here because I'm not getting any younger. And this is the person I chose to be with. And you're going to have to accept that. You're not a little kid anymore. You're an adult.
I get you.
You understand?
I get you. I get you on that. And just to go back to the situation, you know what I'm saying? Like when you were talking about yourself.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Now, the other part of the problem is I think any man in the situation like the situation you're in is supposed to step up.
Yes.
And say, look, let me take the reins here.
Yes.
I know there's problems between y'all two for whatever reasons, whatever like this. Okay. Little girl, all right. This is our place. This is our house, whatever like that. We are the adults. Here is the rules in this house.
Yeah.
All right. So 1, I don't want to ever feel like you're disrespecting my wife. All right. 2, your mom does not run this household at all, or does not dictate how things go in this household. All right. So Jackie and me, that's it. We set the rules. We set the guidelines.
Yes.
So sometimes it's up to the man.
Yeah.
To, you know, stand up and be like, enough is enough. You're my daughter. I love you. This is my wife. I love her. But this is how things is going to be in this household. And this is what I expect. Because my whole thing is everybody wants a peaceful household.
Yes.
Everybody wants a peaceful household. And this is why I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Because you are the bigger person. You're the more experienced woman in the household, not her.
Yeah.
So there are things you may have to teach her that evidently her mom may not be teaching her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what I expect. So sometimes you have to look for solutions to provide peace.
Yeah.
Within your dwellings. You know what I'm saying?
Like even his son, who I adore, we actually share the same birthday. He was going through some issues. I told him, I said, listen, we don't have the room here, but he is more than welcome to come here. I have a couch for him to get his. So I'm always big for that.
Go ahead.
But I don't want to deal with the extra because again, nobody is running my household.
Let me address the elephant in the room. First of all, General, I thank you. Okay, this is what we're talking about now. Let's keep it 100. We talking about head of household now. Huh? We talking about man shit for real now. We ain't talking about who got a big car and who make a lot of money. We are talking about a man being the true head of his house. A man consults with God, and if it is a godly man, a man can quiet his wife and his children. I can't let us gloss over what Norm just said. As a man that has failed, and now I'm succeeding. In that sense, it is up to the man to set that standard. Check this out. Here go my rule. Here go my rule in my 1-bedroom. Here go my rule. No one disrespects anyone in this house. Now, Jackie.
Yeah.
You beautiful, you smart, you got a lot of mouth. My daughter, you got a lot of mouth. Check this out. Check this out. If there is a problem and you're being disrespectful, Jackie, you're getting shut down. If my child comes to me with a problem and they're being disrespectful, they're getting shut down. Now, that's my job to do as a man. I'm not casting judgment. I'm not talking about no other man. I'm talking about what I know, that when I was a boy and when I was a child, I put away childish things. The problem is women are playing both positions. You've been married before. You've been fighting out here by yourself before. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you've been in this position that you ain't supposed to be in. Now, just because you got to be in a position don't mean that it's right there. Number two, I see you. Oh, shit. Look, I got Jackie. She's a self-starter. She's not trying to use me. But I'm passive-aggressive. And I'm a little weak as a man. And I got some issues that I'm dealing with because I'm still a boy. So now I sit back and let you catch all the flame and fire. But as a man in my heart, I know I'm supposed to be regulating that. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if I'm a godly man, God, me and God is checking all of y'all, because I'm about to finish. Because what General said, I'm gonna have a peaceful house.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna live together in peace, or I'm gonna be by myself and bring Christmas gifts over.
So I'm
You think what I'm saying?
This.
As a man. Now that's my responsibility, Jackie.
Ahead,
You're
Jack.
not the man.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this. My son is 24. He'll be 25, right? So he and I got into a big disagreement a few weeks ago. And I can't really recall what it was, but while we had a disagreement. And it's very rare that we go toe to toe, because I'm the type, because my mother was hard on us. You not going to disrespect me in my house. I don't care who you are. You could be 55 and still my child. You're not going to disrespect me in my house. You going to get to freak out, okay? So we got into a disagreement. And the disagreement, again, I can't remember what it was about, but he said something like, I'm a grown-a man. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. And I said to him, you are grown, but I'm still your mom. And I tell you what, at the end of the day, you don't like the rules and regulations here?
Take your grown ass into the street.
I told him, I said, there's the door.
Agreed.
Then he was like, I don't have to stay here, yada, yada. You are absolutely correct. So he was like, I'm leaving. 5 minutes passed. Know what I said to him? When you leaving? Do you need help?
Agreed.
Do you need me to help you pack your stuff?
Agreed.
Because not only is my son not going to talk junk to me in my house,
yes,
where I contribute to the bills.
Yes.
It's not happening. So I'm not going to let someone that's on the outside trying to peer into my window to see what's going on talk crap to me. If you're that concerned, then you know what? Maybe your kid need to be with you.
Go ahead, General.
No.
Go ahead.
First, let me clap that up.
Boom.
Go ahead.
Boom.
All right.
And then let me follow that up with this. So now, with that being said, see, no, I get you.
You clown.
I get you 300%. Trust me, I get you. So again, that's still for him to put, even the problem with her mom, that is for him to put that in check.
Facts. And
that
it's
still
not
is for him.
Me to keep telling you, hey, you need to have a talk. You need to do this. You need to do that. Listen, I'm done raising grown kids. The last child that I raised, he's 24. I'm done raising grown
So
people.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
With that being said,
yes,
not to get into to your business, but we fam.
Yeah, we family.
How old's your son?
My son is 24.
Okay, all right. And how old is this young lady?
She just turned 20.
Okay, all right. So with that being said, okay, so I don't know the situation.
Yeah.
But just say if you pushed your son a little further into getting him his own place or whatever like that.
Yes.
And he does get his own place.
Yes.
And then the father and you or her mother or whatever like that push her in a position too.
Yeah.
To either go to school.
She's in school.
And maybe move. They got a campus.
Come on.
Yeah, they but I don't think she stayed on campus this year. Yeah, she couldn't. Hence, that's why she's living with us. So I get what you're saying, but the problem is, it's not her. We have a call too. The problem is not her. Go ahead, you do that.
Caller from the 914. State your name when you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show. What's up?
What's up, boy? You know who it is. It's your boy AB.
AB, what's good, man?
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
So
what's going on?
Nothing much, bro. We talking about can a child manipulate your relationship with your mate? Can a child manipulate your relationship with your mate? You gonna speak on it?
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna let you have your mate, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the mate to you, baby.
All right. Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Let me get with the show, bro. AB crazy.
So let me just say this.
Go ahead, Jim.
I don't have an
and I want a piece of this. Go ahead.
With her. Let's just be clear about that. The whole thing is the manipulation, because she's never manipulated me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The manipulation is the spouse. It's
of
never
course.
been me. So even when I was married before, it wasn't me. It was the spouse. And when we look outside of stuff, we can see it. Like, he can look outside and tell me stuff about my son.
Yes.
And I just be like, you
Yes.
are 150% correct.
If the problem is
yeah.
his ex,
Yeah.
if the problem is his ex, first of all, I'm never. Let me say this right now.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm married, and my wife's house, my house, our house. Neither one of us. Let me speak for me. I ain't gonna speak for her.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No ex is gonna have any type of control or any say in what goes on in my house.
My point.
All right.
Exactly.
And especially when you got the ex's daughter living there with you, with him, or whatever. But again, Jackie, over and over, it's on your husband.
Yes.
Just shut it down.
See,
don't worry about what goes on in this house.
Yes.
With the daughter and me, my wife.
Yes.
I got this here.
Yeah.
When she's with you, I'm going to trust that you got that there.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to sweat you.
So
there.
let me say this. A few weeks ago, she was late for work. She said she couldn't be late for work, but she's late for work because she's just not one of those people who like to get up and get started immediately. She, like, you know, when she don't get up an hour or two before she's supposed to get up. She get up a half hour before she's supposed to be somewhere, and then she rushing.
Come on.
That's a problem. You know, that's not going to work in a job unless you work at night and you're already up. Then you'll never be late.
Come on.
You understand? So he wasn't moving fast enough for her. She caught an attitude. He said, F it then. Catch an Uber. You're not going to be mad at me because you ain't get yourself together. I'm waiting on you.
Right.
She gets on the phone, calls her mom. Her mom immediately calls him, what's going on, this, that, and the third. She's saying she's late for you. See, that to me is an issue.
Let me.
She don't live in my house. She should mind her business.
Check this out, married people. As a single person on the panel, guess what? I have taken care of several grown people. Grown children, grown mother-in-laws, grown everything and everybody. Check this out. If you are grown, spouse or child or mother-in-law or father-in-law, you have to contribute to the upkeep and well-being of the house. That is number one. Number two, it's my house and my wife's house. Meaning, we set the standards and we set the rules. This is from the single lonely guy with the one bedroom.
Yeah.
Check this out. Grown people that have opinions about things that they don't contribute to should not have those opinions, and it is the man's responsibility to underline that fact. You know how they say, you know how Dawood is, you know how difficult Dawood is, he's an Aries, this and the other. there's good to that. Because as my wife, you should be able to say, you know, Dawood ain't going for that. Right. See. Yeah. Some things have to be regulated by the husband. Right?
Yeah.
And that goes for mother-in-laws and grown kids. Let me look in the camera. Grown people. If you're grown, get your own shit. If you don't have your own shit, then you will be subjected to the rules of me who takes care of my shit. What? I don't get welfare. I got 3 jobs. Nobody don't help me with nothing. So if you don't like how it's going on in my house, parent, child, ex-wife, or anyone, what you can do is do what I did, right? And take my passive-aggressive, childish simp ass and grow up, took responsibility for myself in my freaking 40s.
See, those was the rules.
These grown people, listen. And now, look, these grown children and ex-spouses and this and that and the other, you don't get a say. Now, I will do everything I can for you, Norm, but if you contribute and if you recognize my headship, right, and you're contributing, I will catch a heart attack working 3 jobs. But I'll be damned if you sit on your ass, don't bring nothing into this house, and try to regulate a damn thing up in here.
So just like people talk about deadbeat parents, there's deadbeat kids too.
My point exactly.
What is a deadbeat kid? I'm sorry. Deadbeat kid, deadbeat kid, and deadbeat mother-in-law. Go ahead. Sorry.
People gotta understand that works both ways.
Yes, it does.
That was the thing about my son. So my son and I, like I said, had a disagreement because I can talk to him any kind of way. Know why? Because I birthed him. I pushed him out. He's mine. I wouldn't talk to yours that way. I would tell you, hey, Norm, listen, you might want to go and have a talk with such and such. I didn't like the way XYZ went down. I need you to go and have a talk. I'm never confrontational, so let's understand that. And even if I do have a lot of mouth, it's to my husband. It's never to the child or the young adult. I wasn't raised that way. I'm going to bring it to you. Know why? Because that's your seed. That's your seed. You have to regulate that. It's not for me because I'm the outsider. It's not for me to be like, Dawood, you need right in front of you, and I'm, like making a big deal or making you not feel like a man. No, I'm gonna pull you to the side and say, hey, we need to talk to XYZ because I'm feeling some type of way about XYZ, and I need you to handle that.
So let me ask you. Let me clap that up.
Yes. But, and read some of the comments too, because I know they juicy.
Oh yeah, no. Let's give it the comments. Right
I know they juicy because I don't have my glasses.
Comments on. In 10 minutes. I have my PTSD. I'm spazzing out.
Yeah, because I was blacking out.
We up here blacking out.
I'm the voice of reason this morning.
The blocking voice of reason. There's a lot going on.
All right, let's start with my dude. Let's start with Julian Fernandez. What's up, fam? Let's start with him.
Oh, Julian. Okay, so Julian,
Thundercat.
Some children can and will try to manipulate the relationship, especially if those kids believe that they can influence the parents to get back together, or if they are angry and are not ready for their parents to move on. Exactly. Agreed, right?
Jay, if you was here, I'd tell you to drop a bomb on yourself. Go ahead.
Yes.
All right. So Deborah Holland, she said, my mom.
Deborah.
I'm sorry, Deborah.
Deborah, we gonna get it right, Deborah.
Deborah,
we gonna get it right. Go ahead.
About to get on.
Yeah, not Deborah. Deborah, we gonna get it right.
Yes. So my mom made it clear to my siblings, just because I do for one, don't think I'm going to do for all at the same time, because my sister and I will always call our mom up whenever she would do for one and didn't do the same thing for the other. But my mom always show us all love at the same time. And I guess she's talking about you with Jacket. And that's true, because you can't always probably provide for all 4, 5, 3 of your children at the same time. One may get a coat this week, one may get some shoes.
The person with the greater needs gets addressed.
It's the need.
Now shout out to Danielle Spencer. I like what she said right here.
Danielle said,
I get it.
The one way sounds like?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Sounds like the husband and wife should talk about potential issues that may come up the child before marriage, because we already know it can become a combustible situation.
You think?
Yes. Okay. So let's see. We're going to go
Michael Lamont.
Okay. Michael, hey Mike, I agree that this is important that ground rules are set from the beginning. When things are go sour, everyone can go back to their previous living conditions because we all agreed from the door. Bingo. So this is my thing.
True.
I sat down and I said to my husband, and I'm going to read something else. Before I do that, I'm going to read Danielle. What did Danielle say?
Which one?
I hear you. She said, I hear you.
Which?
Okay, I'll just go. You know what? Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So Danielle said, I hear you, Jackie, but don't ever let homegirl or girls see you sweat. Don't play into the childish games. Got it. Absolutely no one has time for that. And respect. I understand that. So when I voice these questions, it would be to anybody that I'm dating or have potential to make as a longtime mate.
Okay.
I would say to them, listen, you have children. I have children. It may become a point in time that they're going to need a place to stay. That's not the issue for me.
Come on.
When they become grown and you tell me to my face, I'm grown, I could do what I want to do, you can. You just can't do that as here.
Including getting the hell out my house.
I don't care who it is.
Bye.
You can't do that here.
Please, feel free.
Know why? You can't do that here because you're not even on my lease. My name is on this. My name is on everything in here. So if you don't like the rules and regulations, go out there and try it on your own. I was 18 when I got my first apartment. Okay, and there may have been some bumps along the road, but I ain't never go back and stay with my mother. Never. So when you telling people you grown and you can do what you want to do and you ain't got to listen, you right. You don't have to listen to me, but everywhere you go, it's going to be rules and regulations.
Now, watch this. As if you got minor kids, if they're minors, little babies, whatever, I gotta suck that up. I'm just telling you, I believe in taking care of children. So if you got minor kids and your minor kids is an idiot, what's wrong?
Yes. Okay. Deborah, I love you. So let me see. She said, Norman, Jackie
led you astray.
I led you astray. I know with the name. I'm so sorry. He threw me off. I was like, wait. He threw me off. But we know Deborah. So the thing is, I'm never ever like upset with the child because it's what you allow to happen.
I agree.
So my children, when I was on my second marriage, and my husband, my ex-husband, their father had, I felt like he got off easy. And when I say he got off easy, when my son was almost 2, we dissolved. We were done. So from the time my son was 2 until he was probably about 5, he actually kidnapped my 2 kids. He literally kidnapped them on Easter, and the police said it wasn't nothing they could do. Know why? Because we were still legally married.
Right.
Granted, they stayed with him for 10 months. I tried to get my kids back. When I finally got them back, I'm a forgiving person. I let them go and stay with him again. My daughter was 12. My son was 11.
Okay.
Don't freaking call me telling me anything about what's going on in your father's household. I don't want to know. None of my business. Know why? Because he has the reins now. Don't call me telling me nothing about his wife. I don't want to hear it. Don't put me in the middle of it because he is not going to let anybody hurt you.
Right.
And if it's that bad, it's really that bad, and y'all, because kids manipulate.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah,
if they gonna ruin your marriage, or you feel like they're gonna ruin your marriage, please send them back to me.
Okay, just need to make sure as I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
Just need to make sure that you and I are adults.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people aren't really adults, and a lot of times people have issues that they really need to address. So number one, minors like babe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's never gonna be no problem. It's going to be a problem, but in terms of they're here.
Yeah, because they can't take care of themselves.
What we're talking about, and I heard the story you just told, which is going to cause us to go into another show. You got stories, Mama, me too. But let me get back to this one. The issues that we're having is when grown folk put sauce into the pot.
Yes.
Okay. Grown in-laws, grown children, grown whatever.
Yeah.
Right. In order for grown people to cohabitate, there has to be a structure.
Yeah.
There has to be a head. If I'm grown and you grown, we got to decide who the hell is running the house.
Yeah.
The husband is the head. A lot of these things, like Norm said, have got to be nipped. You are not the husband. You are articulate. You are intelligent. You can get it on your own. You can do everything.
Yeah.
But your energy and your spirit is not designed to handle some of these circumstances. You follow what I'm saying?
No, I follow what you're saying.
Men, look, you're powerful. Okay, women are powerful. Children are powerful. Okay, but the head is the man. And what we're seeing is a lot of men that have been damaged and really don't know how to be men get with these strong, opinionated women. Now they're loving, they're caring, they're whatever. I'm just keeping it 100. As someone that used to be like, I'm not like that now. A lot of this is the man problem. Just saying.
But Jackie's whole point has been, I'm gonna say nicely. She could say me. I don't know the lady.
Yeah.
But Jackie's problem is she doesn't want another woman
dictating or running my household.
Is that wrong, General?
No, I mean, no, she's not wrong. She's not wrong for that.
Sandy wouldn't allow that crap. She'd be like, listen, let me tell you something, Norm. You better check her, because I'm going to check her.
Yeah, tell that bitch I said.
Sandy wouldn't put up with that. Sandy, no female. Listen.
Sandy will walk upstairs and be like, look, handle this. But at a certain time, everybody got to get the hell up out of here, because that's her household. You know what I'm saying? So what am I going to do if she says that? But
usher them out the door.
Like, again, I don't have an issue with her. It's just the manipulation and how she plays the sides, and that causes problems.
But General, hold on. Your wife is able to see that you're being manipulated by outside party, but you're not trying to hear it. What now? That's an angry wife. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to deal with this. Y'all don't get that, but
No, so you get it, right?
No, respect.
I understand that, and this is not my first rodeo. So I've been in situations like this before. My second one, it was a problem with, like I said, now this guy was divorced long before I came around for 10 years. And he was 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So I come into the picture and everybody's like, number one, they weren't getting back together. It was 10 years. Okay, let's just say that. I come into the picture and now I'm the problem. How am I the problem? Y'all ain't been together in 10 years. He wasn't even communicating with her. I am the one who said, you have a child by her. Not one, but you have 2 children by her. You should talk to her. Y'all need to talk. Your daughter is not grown. She's 11, 12 years old. There need to be some type of communication.
Tammy,
so I'm that type of person.
Read the comments.
Tammy Knight.
And we're going to change the dynamic.
I'm with you. You grown, get gone. There's only one queen in my house, so no child can manipulate my relationship. Deborah, the husband is the head. He's the dominion over everything, but not every husband is taking on their roles. Therefore, ain't no queen going to allow their castle to fall, but that's for the next show. Bang, 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 bang.
Okay, bro, I'm going to clap that up. Now I'm going to change
the
dynamic.
Queen. Come on, Queen. We got to change this topic before she slapped the shit out of me on this panel.
No, it's all good.
I'm going to change the dynamic. And look,
we got to change this topic.
We're going to have a part 2.
Yes.
Part 2 tomorrow, because what we're going to do is we'll flip into these parent-children things throughout the week.
Yeah.
So the part 2
we got to have part 2 of this.
But I'm curious.
Yeah.
If you're, just say you had younger children living there, right? Mm-hmm. You know, younger children, and then you said to your husband, would you ever say to your husband, it's okay if you discipline them if I'm not around?
Oh, boy.
It's okay that you discipline my child if I'm not around.
Here we go.
Yes.
So if your husband said that to you,
yes,
Jackie, it's okay for you to discipline my child if you're not around. So how far would you take it?
Okay.
So you had a young child, whatever, and they deserved a little
swat.
Spank on the ass. Would you do it?
Well, let me say this. I've never even chastised my nieces and nephews with physicality, I should say. I've never done that. I believe in talking to and sitting down and taking stuff away and taking privileges away. Like, okay, so that Xbox or that Wii Station or that handheld game that you love so much, that phone, that iPad, no, you don't need this. I'm taking it. I believe in stuff like that. Now, if your child has a hidden problem or love to hit and there's nothing mental wrong with them, I might pinch them. I might grab them right underneath that little piece right there. That's where it hurt, and I might pinch them. Yeah. Sure, for real. Yep. Yeah.
Oh boy!
Oh my
goodness!
I will.
This one time,
And my thing is, you have to trust me enough to know
Right.
that I'm not going to hurt, break, damage, or do anything to your child that I wouldn't do for mine.
You know what? It's funny, with a lot of relationships that I know, where
Yeah.
they both have children, whatever, they give each other that pass to,
Yeah.
you can discipline my child, whatever like that. They get out, they act up or whatever like that.
Yes.
You guys spank their butt or whatever like that. Now, sometimes it gets out of hand.
Yes, it does.
And that's
And
when
it
you got to
has.
check it. But I'm curious to see who would give their mate the pass to go ahead and discipline their children.
Yes.
When you say mate, are you talking about a wife or are you talking about a girlfriend?
I'm talking husband and wife situation, or
Okay,
it could
so-
be a long living situation.
Okay, so watch
Yes.
this. Watch this. Let me just set the stage. You got kids. I got kids. All right. So this is not our first rodeo. From different people, we come together, and make the Brady Bunch. We in a long-term relationship or we're married. Let's just be clear about that. Now, my kid acts out, right? And you need to ask me whether or not you can discipline my child physically. The answer to that question is supposed to be yes. Oftentimes, it's going to have to be no. Okay? A lot of times, we get in these relationships, we meet a representative and not the person. As the stepdad or the stepmom, I think initially, you should keep your hands to yourself. That's
Okay,
just
so
me.
so I could spend my money, give
hold it.
this child a place to stay, go
Jay,
to
hold on.
No, listen, go to dances, go to all of the stuff that I would go to, and you're telling me
Jay,
that I'm going to let your
hold on,
child
hold on.
run over
Jay,
me?
Listen to me.
Nah.
Listen to me. If I have observed you and really truly trust you, then my child is your child.
Yeah.
But let's not act like that's always the case.
No,
That's
it's
what
not.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
No.
Now, for me, my kid is your kid is my kid, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm going to say, Jackie, go ahead. Now, if I come along and find out that you a lunatic and whipping the shit out of my kid, then that is my bad.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is a lot of times people represent themselves one way and they're really not.
True.
So initially when you're trying to blend the family, okay, put it like this. If I am setting the disrespect parameters as the husband, Jackie, then these problems should be a little less. If everyone knows that Daddy Dawu don't take no disrespect from nobody, if the child has now been disrespectful, Jackie, of course, is going to go ahead and tap you. You understand what I'm saying? But if we got the power dynamic where I'm not really in my place as a man, general, and the woman is kind of taking over, I would say keep your hands to yourself.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because the man is not where he's supposed to be, and now we coming for diapers and police and a whole lot of confusion.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
I've been in a relationship. I ain't putting nobody on blast, but when the kids, the person I was dealing with, their kids was staying with us and everything, and when her kids would act out,
Yeah.
she would wear their ass out, like wear them out, and I'd be like to the point like,
Yeah, no, that's
be like-
facts. That's facts.
so listen,
That's facts.
I would be the one her kids would come to and be like, Norman, that was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They run behind me or whatever like that. So I actually had to have a talk with her.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have to change up the way you discipline your kids. I had to tell her
Look at Jackie snarling.
How to
Look
handle-
at Jackie laughing.
her own kids. No, because no,
Jackie
really,
laughing.
when I tell you she used to really, really beat the ass. I used to feel bad for them kids. And I used to be like, look,
How are they now, though?
this another way. Oh, you know what? It's funny because when we departed and we went our separate ways or whatever, the kids still wanted to hang out with me.
Yeah.
Her kids still wanted to hang out with me and whatever. You know, the kids kind of took it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the daughter used to ask her mother,
Yeah.
can I still go see Norm or whatever like that? And because she was still upset about the breakup, whatever, she's like, no, you know, we're done, blah, blah, blah. You can't see him, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And I would get little phone calls or whatever like that. Hey, how you doing, Norm? And blah, 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 blah. Because they know that I used to protect them. You know what I'm saying? I was the one going to their PTA meetings. I was doing all of that.
Full disclosure, Jackie, full disclosure.
Yes.
My ex-wife from Baxter Terrace in Newark. About it. So truth be told, she really did. I gotta tell you the truth. She really was the physical disciplinarian. Okay, wait now. Okay. But like Norm said, I had to step in like, oh, I got you. Spare the rod, spoil the child, etc., etc., etc. But 7 to 8 tens out of any situation with my child, corporal punishment is not necessary. You got some people that's just like, you know what I mean? So and that's a beautiful dynamic that Norm brought up, is that he had to step in and say, wait a minute, there's another way to discipline this child. You understand what I'm saying? I might have spanked my daughter or son maybe once, twice. Look, the ass whoopers, I'm just gonna keep it 100, y'all. Fault me if you want. The ass whoopers was really doled out by my wife, right? But there came a time as the man I had to step in and go, look, no more. And you know what I would say? I would say, I got this. Now she be chomping at the bit to go whip my kids, right? Yeah. I would say, Jackie, you are relieved of discipline actions now. As the husband, I got it. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's when the corporal punishment started to get less. Because I'm gonna be honest. Look,
I'm mad you calling it corporal punishment.
Look, watch this. Ooh, your mama gonna whoop your ass. I'm not proud of that. That's where I used to be.
Be a rapper so bad. Stop holding the broadcast mic.
So look, we don't want to abuse our kid. I do believe in corporal punishment, but this is what I'm saying. Don't sit up here and act like you don't know the dynamic where the woman is a little more dominant.
Yeah.
Got a little more white, got a little more mouth. Yeah. And rightfully so. Yeah. Look. And I'm talking about, I'm the man, Jackie, I'm the man. But I'm really not taking care of my responsibilities. You really resenting me. Wait, the kids really know who wearing the pants. That's a key to disaster. Yeah. And as a person that used to be, I'm not ashamed to say that I'm no longer that person. Yeah. But I used to be. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Men got to stand up and be true fathers. A lot of this shit is just weak ass men not regulating their house. Period.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's funny, man, because look, we're going to deal with the other topic tomorrow because that needs a whole show. The other topic tomorrow, part 2 was supposed to be he doesn't have any assets or money.
But he got potential.
He has potential.
Run.
Is just potential a deal breaker? Is that a deal breaker?
Well, how long is the just potential supposed to last?
So we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
I'm just saying.
So we're going to deal with that tomorrow, definitely.
Yes.
On the show. Also, too.
Yeah.
And shout out to the listener that sent in this topic. I can't think of your name right now. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But they want us to talk about interracial dating.
Okay.
On the show.
Okay.
Come on. They want to know in 2018, do people still frown upon interracial dating? And would you date outside your race? Would I date outside my race? Would you date outside your race? Is it still a problem in 2018?
It is.
All right. So, and my real question, my B follow-up question to that is, do black women still have a problem with black men dating white women?
Absolutely.
He got about to burn the station down, boy. What the hell wrong with you?
We're going to touch on that tomorrow, y'all. Okay. So get ready.
Yes.
Get ready for your responses and your answers. We're going to have some real grown-up adult talk on the Man Cave Morning Show.
And I'll still be checking in and seeing what everyone's putting in the chat, because the stuff happens after we get off the air as well. So I respond to a lot of the stuff as well.
And I appreciate that.
I thought General was dropping that interracial bomb, right? Like, we're going to talk about interracial dating right now.
No.
So we got a full week.
You got to let me channel that one, sir.
This week is going to be fire.
Yeah, we got a full week.
Yes, the Man Cave Morning Show. Our photo shoot is coming up. Hey, guess what, y'all? The Man Cave Morning Show is about to do a photo shoot.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Yeah. It's about to be on and popping.
We're legit. We get some pictures, Jackie.
New commercial coming up.
You could be Dazzle it, Jackie. You could be Dazzle the commercial.
All right, so now, you know what we do every show.
A hot or not?
We have a hot or not.
Yes.
All right.
Where artists send us their music, whatever, and you get to rate. You get to be the A&R. You get to be the judge. You get to be either Simon or Paula and say whether the song is hot or not. Mm-hmm. So this week we got Cassandra Lucas. Remember Cassandra Lucas from the group Changing Faces.
Oh my God, I used to love Changing Faces.
Cassandra Lucas from Changing Faces. I got a song from her.
They in my playlist.
Yes.
Wow.
And the song is called I Love You.
Okay.
So we want you to tell us whether you think this song is hot or not. All right. So again, this is Cassandra Lucas. The name of the song is I Love You. All right. So you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Closer I get to you, makes me love you more and more. Whatever I'm going through, you're right there to catch my fall. Oh, nobody compares to you, 'cause your love conquers all. So dependable, always available.
All right, team, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. What you feel?
Well, when it first came on, it was kind of slow, so I wasn't sure where she was going with it.
Right.
And as the song progressed, I'm gonna be honest, I like the hook more than I like anything else. I'm just saying, I like the hook. So I don't know, guys. I'm on the fence. I don't know.
So
hot or not?
It's a not for me.
Okay.
Woo.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I liked it. I liked her. I liked the hook. I liked everything. I thought it was a cool song. R&B in the morning. What's up?
Okay.
All right. What did y'all think of the song, FB friends? What did y'all think? Anybody can give us a call at 646-233-1302. Yes. Let's see.
Julius said it's hot. He said, but I'm still on this conversation. I want to hear more.
Yes.
We can go all day with this.
Yes.
Marine said it's hot. Danielle said, "Oh, it's gospel?" Question mark.
She listened to the words.
She said, "That's cute." Okay, so
Is it cute or hot or not?
So is it cute a hot or not?
Yeah. What do you say?
What is it, Danielle? Is it hot or yes? I just didn't. I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't move me. I ain't tap my feet. I ain't bump my head. If y'all see me doing this, doing it, yeah, but she didn't get none of that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Junie G said, "Good feel, good song." So okay, I'm gonna take it as a hot.
So it's a hot because everybody's saying it's hot.
Sandy
Except
said
me.
hot. Michael Lamont said hot.
Except me.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
I need
yeah.
to hear it
What
again.
did Miss General say? What did Miss General say?
She said hot.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, maybe I need to.
So you don't say hot for nothing.
Danielle said it's great for church.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I need to hear it.
We got a hot for the Lord.
But
Getting
that's-
with that. Yeah.
But that's who she was talking about.
The song. Yeah,
love
no,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so maybe I was not listening to it because it started off really slow. And I didn't know where she was going with it. So it kind of made like a U-turn for me. And I was like, wait, what? Okay. So everybody like it except me.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
guess it's going to go in rotation.
It's going in on rotation.
Jackie, you a
Shout
clown.
out to Cassandra Lucas. You made rotation with I Love You, no
Okay,
doubt. No doubt.
Deborah wants
All
me to
right.
read her comment. I need to see which one it is. 'Cause
She
it
done
was
had so many
that came in
flamethrowers, so
here.
which one she talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Deborah.
She said you're going to make the photo shoot hot.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. I hope we do really well on it. You know, which I'm sure we will. Yeah. So you didn't like it either, Deborah? You didn't like it? Okay. She said she felt the same as me. Okay.
Respect.
Maybe
What
she
you
didn't
gonna
like it
say?
either.
What you gonna say about that?
We here. All right.
Indeed.
But it's still going to go in rotation. It was
'cause
only two of us.
It got more hot.
Yeah, it was only two of us that wasn't really feeling it.
It's a numbers game.
You know, I just got to hear it again, maybe. Yeah, it got to grow on me like mold.
So get ready tomorrow. Get ready tomorrow for us to talk about.
Yes.
He doesn't have any assets or money, but he has potential. Is that a deal breaker?
Jackie, you know the white man keeping me down, Jackie? I'm trying. It's the man.
And then also,
got no job.
Interracial dating. Do we still have a problem with it?
The swirl.
So
The swirl.
I'm gonna let you answer that question before we leave.
The swirl.
Interracial dating.
Yes. So in other words,
The swirl.
I heard, and the reason that I
Yes.
brought this up because a listener sent us the topic.
Yes.
But also the other day, I heard an African American sister. She was talking about an NBA player that's dating this white woman.
Okay.
So
There
she
we
had
go.
a problem with it. Like, there ain't enough good ones with us, and blah blah blah. This and this and this and that.
I
He
can
can't
see where
find no
she
good
would be
sisters,
angry.
and this and that, or whatever like that. Should it matter? Aren't you supposed to love who you love
Well, yes,
and want who you want?
This is true, but we're definitely gonna get into this, and I can explain to you guys why I see it as being a problem, because you come from a black woman, and you don't want to marry a black woman. I understand. Maybe you just want
Leave
some
that
good
right-
hair babies. I don't know.
Leave that right there.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna leave that right there. See, tomorrow, tune in, same bat time, same bat channel.
Is it a
Yes.
problem? Yes, with explanation.
Yes.
We
I have an
will-
explanation.
Yes.
Yes.
We will be back tomorrow morning on
It's
the
been
Man
real.
Cave Morning
I've
Show.
had a blast, guys.
This
Oh,
show's
me
over
too.
already? You sure?
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the therapy.
Talking about them damn stepkids? No. I thought we were going to go on another hour.
Thank you for the therapy, guys.
So tune in, same bat time, same bat channel,
Yeah.
sometime in the morning.
CP time.
Before 11.
Yes. Before brunch.
We love y'all.
Yes.
Breakfast.
We
me too.
love y'all. If
Yes,
you have
we
a
do.
friend, family member, whoever that missed any part of the show, you can always share the archive.
Yes.
The show stays up on my page. The show is on YouTube.
Yes.
After we finish, the show is on Twitter, Periscope. We go live from everywhere now.
And I stand by everything I said.
If you love us, share us. If you love us and if you want to continue to hear us, share us.
WBKS1.com. All right?
Yes.
Keep it locked.
All right.
See y'all tomorrow.
Bang, bang.
And it's never about us, guys.
It's always about you.
Because you
You are.
the next best kept secret.
This is why I love this girl.
Bang, bang.
We out of here. Peace. Oh, Trust me, I'm gonna look fly in our photo shoot.
I think that was for Deborah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be holding it down. My wife dressed me. Oh, nah. No, but she actually does sometimes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be looking fly. Wait till y'all see me Friday. Watch.
We gonna be ready. He gonna know him in all these pictures.
And Jay gonna be dipped in some jewels.
Love y'all.
Sparkly. Wakanda forever.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.